Uh, what?
Breakfast, lunch. What do you eat for breakfast, lunch, and dinner?
For breakfast, I eat noodles. For noon, I ate sausage, and dinner is meat.
Okay, that is pretty awesome. Last week you weren't in class. What happened?
Well, last week I am in a competition. I can join the class that weekend. So yeah,
Okay. So how was the competition?
I mean it's pretty great. I have learned new things when I was joining the competition during the competition.
Okay. So, did you pass the competition?
I don't know about that. I think, but I got bro like the third place.
Okay. That is pretty awesome. That was pretty awesome. That is pretty awesome. Okay, Luis. Okay,
Okay.
Luis. How is the weather today?
Well, it's rainy today because
Wow.
in the afternoon it's been like it has a rainy day because s- uh hmm, this morning it has been rain for like 1 hour and this noon for 2 hours straight.
Wow. It's been raining for an hour.
Yeah, it's pretty long.
Wow. Okay. So, what's your favorite weather?
My favorite weather is I guess sunny. It's my
Okay.
favorite.
Okay. That was awesome. Um, I forgot. I was given the Padlet address yesterday, so I weren't able to post the homework in the Padlet, okay? But I will post the homework today. So I want you to go to the Padlet and check the homework, okay?
Okay.
Okay, now I want you to read children's privacy.
Um. Okay. Okay. These days, the world is becoming more dangerous. As a result, parents are always checking what their children are doing. Therefore, many children have no privacy. Is this acceptable?
That also. So these
Hmm.
days, the world is becoming more dangerous. As a result, parents are always checking what their children are doing. Therefore, many children have no privacy. Is this acceptable? Do you think parents should always check the children privacy?
What did you say? Can you correct?
Do you think the parent should always check what the children are doing, even if it means checking their privacy?
I mean, if I'm even a children, yeah, I let my parents checking because parents just want to ensure if the children are being danger like in danger or like being safe. They just want to ensure.
They just want to what?
Like they just want the children to have their best life, like have the best moment, best mood. They don't want the children have any bad mood or bad habits that occupy them.
Okay, that is awesome. So I want you to read the subtitle.
Subtitle, okay. Read the problems below and decide if you think the parents are doing right thing. Then explain your reasons. David was unhappy because his parents blocked all the television channels except the educational and news channels. They did this because David watched TV for many hours a day without doing his homework.
So you need to answer the question before we can. We need to understand the question before we can answer. Okay. So do you understand the question?
Read the subtitle, the
Do you
answer.
understand the question?
Yes, I'm thinking. I'm thinking. I'm thinking.
Okay. Think, let's see, think very well.
Mm, well, personally, I think parents are doing the right thing in this situation because like David is in an obsession with the TV, and he just ignores the he just ignore his homework. He just sitting there watching TV, not doing anything like exercise. So I think parents are just doing the right thing because they just want David to do something else instead of watching TV.
Okay.
And
So
also
now
watching TVs for many hours straight makes him become less concentrated, so he can't focus on his homework or his problems.
David was unhappy because his parents blocked all the television channels except the educational and news channel. The difference because David was TV for many hours, a day without doing his homework. Do you always do your homework or do you always watch the television?
Hmm. Well, I just say the reasons, like
You don't.
I already said it, but do I have to speak it right again?
I You need to speak loudly for me to understand what you're saying.
Alright, I'll speak louder. So personally, I think parents are doing right thing. Okay. So my reasons is that David is in an obsession uh, with TV. He just sitting there watching TVs for many hours straight without doing uh, anything or like doing his homework.
Yeah.
So parents just block all the TV channels. They just want David to do something else instead of sitting there to watch TV and not doing anything. They just want David to do something else, like doing his homework.
That is pretty awesome. Okay. So now this question is about you. How many hours do you watch the television in a day? How many hours
Well, I guess free.
in a day?
Yeah.
That's fair enough. 3 hours a day. That's fear. Okay, it's okay. You aren't like David. You aren't like David that read the textbook that watch the television for the whole day. Okay, the next one.
Uh, so in this circumstance, I I guess that our parents are doing the right thing because in the past Emma took the money like took the money from his uncle. So even if he has sorry about it and promise won't do it again, who knows Emma will do it because it's like a habit. When you do something well once, you will do it twice, no matter what, just like a habit.
That's pretty awesome. It's just like an habit. When you do it once, you will do it again. You understand?
Yeah, yeah.
That is awesome. So now let's go to the warm-up question. Warm-up question. Number one. No.
Hmm.
Number one.
So number one, my opinion is accept this or accept these questions because parents should always check where the children are because you don't know where they could be and are what are they doing in that place. Like you just want to ensure if your children are being safe in your hands, like your protections. You don't want your kids getting trouble just because of their actions.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all.
I think yes, the parents should always check where their children are, uh, because the children need to they I think the children need to know that the parents are the parent needs to check what they are doing and what they are up to, just to avoid some problems and also to avoid the children involved in some illegal activities or something bad. Number two.
Yeah, I in my in my opinion, uh, the children, what age should children have more freedom is at 18 plus. Is 18 plus. When they reach that ages, they should have more freedom because they are like a young mature. Maybe they haven't know and everything properly yet, but they still can be handled the desperate of reality. I think they can handle it, and like they know the consequences of doing any actions. That every actions have their own consequences. So I think they will know the consequences to facing or like to avoid them.
That is awesome. You know, nowadays the AI, the internet, the invention of things have made children to behave in improper way. So I think when children are at the age of 20, they should have more freedom. What age do you think children should have more freedom? At what age?
Hmm.
18, 19, 20? What age do you think they should have more freedom?
Mm-hmm. Uh, the next question. So, can you just repeat what you're saying?
At what age do you think children
Eight,
should have more freedom?
18 plus.
18? I think 20 will be better, not 18.
I mean, 18 plus. Like more than 18.
I know, but I don't think they should have more freedom at 18.
What makes you say that?
Because at 18 also the children feel they have, you know, they're big, or how am I gonna say this? They feel they can do anything they want since they are since they are 18 years old. They are matured. But if the parent can say, "Oh no, you're 18, but I can still stop you from doing things, so stop that," and the parent allow the child to cross 19 and 20, that would make the child to behave in a proper way, and he or she will be scared of the mom.
Mhm, mhm.
What do you feel?
Well, I guess so. I feel like okay, you're being right, kind of right.
Okay, the next one.
Well,
Are there any places that the children should not go on their own?
so my guess is the places that are limited or like you have to be mature, like bar club, or that kind of place because the kind of place and it's just suitable for mature only. So and children's mean child like people have not grown yet, like they are kids, so they haven't know that kind of place like what the consequences, like the consequences. I don't know anything about that.
Okay. So can you give me an example of the places children shouldn't go?
Mm,
Five. I want you to mention five places you think, or you think, or in your opinion, children shouldn't go.
well, in my opinion, is casinos versus casinos.
Okay, number one, casinos. Yeah, it's a gambling place. Children shouldn't gamble. Number two,
Uh, age restricted movie scene or
okay,
like games are restricted, age restricted.
the 18 plus movies. Number three,
Adult entertainment,
number four,
like the adult entertainment. Yeah. Well, four, I guess four is, hmm, I guess is spas, like spas, bath, or
okay.
saunas.
Number five,
Finally, well, finally, I guess it's just bar club, nightclubs. Okay, that's top five place. That's all the five places. You hear me?
yes, I think yeah, okay. I have you, okay, I have you. So now let's continue with the textbook now.
Mm-hmm.
Children privacy. I want you to read
Okay, so children's privacy. All people, including children, have secrets that they want to keep private. But children often have no privacy. This is because their parents always want to know everything that they are doing. Are the parents doing the right thing? Some people say that it is important for children to have privacy. Parents think they are protecting their children by knowing all the secrets, but they are wrong. Children learn by making mistakes. Therefore, parents should give the children more freedom to learn from their errors. The problem is that children with no privacy will feel very unhappy. Nobody likes to be watched all the time. As a result, overprotective parents and their children are usually have bad relationships. Other people say that children's privacy is a bad thing. Too many things, such as cell phones and the internet, can cause children to get into trouble. Therefore, parents need to check their children's phones and computers all the time. In addition, parents should be able to check what the children are doing. This is because they are responsible for their children. Parents need to know that the children are doing their homework, sleeping well, and not getting into trouble.
okay. You tried. The pronunciation has improved. I'm super happy about that. Number one, why do children often have no privacy?
Hmm.
Yeah,
Because of their overprotective parents. Because of
because
their
the parents are overprotective.
yes.
And
Yeah, I'm just saying it's okay. No one, whatever. This is because parents always want to know everything they are doing, like overprotective, such as always checking or like just want to like they just want to ensure, but they're doing too much.
also, number two,
Well, it is important for children to make mistakes because they can learn from mistakes so they can do better and not making errors again.
because children likes to learn from their mistakes.
Yes.
The more they make mistakes, the more they learn. Number three,
Well, the kind of relationship is bad relationships.
pardon,
Number three is bad relationships.
bad relationships.
Yeah.
Bad relationships.
Really? Okay. Okay, next one. Next one, I guess. Next one. I mean, I ain't sure the questions.
The next
Okay.
one.
Next one. Because you don't know what will happen in the internet, because there are many things that can happen in the internet, like but it can cause children get into troubles when they use cell phones.
Number five.
The reason, well, the reason is that they want to ensure if children are safe or like in trouble, so they can deal with it.
Okay, that is pretty awesome. Now let's go to the next one now. The next one is a vocabulary check. Complete each sentence with one of the words below.
No one protect.
If you
No one.
dash your daughter, you keep her safe from danger.
No, protect. When you protect your daughter, you keep her safe from danger.
Number two,
Private.
such information is information that is secret or personal.
Private information is the information that is secret or personal,
Number three,
including many students, including Ashley, objected to the plan.
number four, in the
In the
past, slaves
past,
had no.
slaves has no freedom.
Number five,
Uh, and fire so overprotective,
over.
overprotective.
That is pretty awesome. Okay, you got everything. You got everything. So now let's go to the next person. That should be the refuting and the supporting opinion. Okay, supporting opinion. Parent needs to know what their children are doing.
Hmm. Well, I'll say make B, because they are too young to protect themselves.
Number two, children need freedom to make mistakes.
I should say because that is how we learn important lessons.
Number three, it is fine for parents and phones and computers.
I should see because they pay for everything.
Number four, it is important for children to have privacy.
I should see because they will be unhappy if they cannot keep anything secret.
This is so easy for you. Easy peasy. Let's go to
Yeah.
refuting opinion.
This is getting hard. Um, let me think. Let me think. Well, I should say I disagree when children. Oh well, I just see. I just see. Okay, I just see. I don't think so. Parents need to protect their children from dangerous people who use the internet.
Awesome. Number two,
Well, I choose D. Number two, D. I don't think so. Many parents don't think about how the children feel. They don't love them.
number three, Parents should be able to know where their children are all the time.
I'll choose. Hmm. I'll choose B. I disagree. Parents should trust their children to look after themselves.
Number four, it is important to give children privacy even they do something silly.
I'll just say,
That is pretty awesome. So now let's go to the next one now. This person is so, I think it's so easy. So now let's go to the discussion question. Number one,
um, I'll say, of course. Why not? I'll say, of course, why not? I'll just let him check text messages and emails. Really. Because I know, sure, because I know my parents just like the others, they just want to ensure if I'm safe and not doing it and not getting into trouble.
okay, that is pretty awesome. Are you happy to let your parents check your text messages and emails? I don't think I'm happy about that, but sometimes, we need to allow the parent to check everything because they have a lot of experience and they've learned a lot of things in life. Okay, they've learned a lot of things in their life, so they can always help us in bad situations. Number two,
I'll say, mm, I'll say it's getting a little bit tired, like a little bit disappointed. A little bit, okay, a little bit. I know parents want to know where you are because they don't want their children getting into any troubles, and it's their children, so they just want to protect them because they are future.
yes, the children are the futures of tomorrow.
Yeah, and children are the reason why the economy in the countries are getting better, and the financials of the family will be increased.
That is awesome. Number three, should children be allowed to lock their rooms, their bedrooms, doors, so they can have privacy? Should children allowed to lock their bedroom doors so they can have privacy? Should children do that?
I'll say depends. It's just my opinion, okay? It's just my point of view. I'll say depends. I'll say depends. If
Why?
if their parents like make a room just for them and they just accepted that the room is yours, that room is yours, then I'll say it can lock in a certain time, like just a temporary time, just for important works, not all the time.
Not all the
Like
time.
not all the time, like temporary.
Okay? But I believe the parents should always, in my opinion, they should always, in my opinion, they should always check. the activities.
Hmm, okay. This,
Okay, so now let's go to the next one now.
mhm, mhm.
Number four, should parents give their children total freedom?
Well, look at your face. I can see that you disagree. Totally disagree.
Why?
Well, that's because children's meaning of children is they're kids. They are not grown up fully. They are not mature. So they want known. No, they want know as much as their parents because they are mature. They are mature. Okay. They haven't known about the consequences they have to face when they do something like their actions. They just don't know about what will happen when they do this or that. So I'll say no. I'll say no. They can't decide.
Okay, the next one, should parents let their children make mistakes if it helps them to learn?
Well, I'll say I'll agree. Agree.
Why?
If if it really helps them to learn about their mistakes, so they won't do it again or do something like that better, then I'll let them just do what they want if they have them because we want our children to grow up fully, and we want them to become mature because they have future, and that's and children are the reason why a country can get better at everything like the economy and life expectancies can get better because of children's the future,
That is
like
really answer.
like they
Okay,
have potential.
okay, I think you're right. So now, choose one of the statements below, then debate in groups. Choose one of the statements for your homework.
I'll say to I'll say to
Parents who pay for their children's cell phones should be allowed to check their phones. What about if the if the child if the children decide to buy the phone by themselves? Will the parents still check the phones?
well, if the children bought that phone is their property, but as a role in a member like but as a father, as a mother, like or an important role in his relationship, I'll say you still can check his phone in
Okay.
in in certain time.
Okay. The next question or the next unit is asking for advice. Who do you always ask for advice? Who do you love to ask for advice? Your mom, your dad, your friends, your uncle, your aunt?
Well, I'll say I ask, I ask advice if I ask my family relationships, like my uncle, my dad, or at school, or I'll ask, I ask advice, I ask teacher for advice, if I'm getting into troubles or like have like something serious that happened, or I'm in trouble like or like serious problems that I can't deal with it right now or like it's hard to deal, then I'll ask my mom, my dad, or someone mature that are close enough for me to me. A close destination, like close relationship.
Hey, well, I love asking my best friend for advice. You know,
Mm-hmm.
uh, but when it's come to a relationship, I don't think you need to ask anybody for an advice. Okay, but along the line, you can ask people for advice.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay, now let's go to the next passage.
Yeah.
Young people have a lot of things to learn about the world. When they need advice about something, is it better to ask their parents or to ask their friends? Which do you think is better,
Outside
parents
parents.
or friends?
Outside parents. Mm-hmm.
Why?
Because like they're mature. They know better than
Because
me. They know better than children.
yeah, they know better than children.
Alright. Let's move on.
Pardon?
Move on to a question, okay? Real quick.
Okay, now let's go to the next question. The following people in the advice read their problems and decide what should they do. Discuss your ideas with your classmates. Now, your teacher's mate is your classmates. The problems. I am supposed to go on a family vacation, but my best friend wants me to go on the vacation with a family. I don't know what to do. What do you think he needs to do?
Well, in that situation, I'll say he needs to ask his family. Like depends if he really want to go on her vacation or like her family vacation. If he really want to go with her or go with family, maybe he have to ask their family. Okay, you hear me?
Okay? I think you're
My
right.
yeah, my idea is that.
But I think he should go on the vacation with a family. Family, I think family are the best thing you can ever have. They keep you safe, they protect you. I think she should go with her family, not a friend. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Number two, read and answer the question. Number two, I want you to read and answer.
What what answer? What answer? What kind of answer? What kind of answer you want me? Repeat it. Okay, can repeat it. Your questions,
Pardon?
teacher.
Can you read again?
Like you want me to do what? Can you repeat again? I can't hear you clearly.
So what do you have to say? I broke the window at the entrance of our apartment building. Should I say I did it or should I just keep quiet? Can you have
Oh, okay, okay. I'll say she needs to commit that she just do that she just did because it's a problem. It's like it's she have to commit it because she did it like intentionally. I broke the window means she intentionally broke the window.
No, it might be that it's a mistake. I broke the
Well,
window. The person is trying to explain what happened.
well, if you say it could be mistakes, like she did intentionally do that, well, well, she have to commit it anyways because it's problems, and she have to face with it. Even though if it's her mistake or intentionally, she's have to face the consequences of of
So,
actions.
what's your advice? Do you think he should tell the parents or the people of the apartment that he broke the window, or do you think he should just keep quiet?
Well, my advice is that she needs to commit it. So like the like the you know what, like the bidders, like the owners can't forgive what she like can't forgive what she did because she's a truth teller. She did not lie. She just committed, even though she knew she had to face the punishment.
That is awesome. The next one, I cheated on a school test. I'm not sure if my teacher knows. Should I tell him what I did? What's your advice?
As a student's POV, I'll say I'll keep something.
So, what's your advice? Do you think he should tell the teacher he cheated, or do you think he should just, keep quiet and receive the results?
Hmm. Well, second side, my best advice is just answer this truthfully. Just tell the truth.
Your
It's
advice is
because
what?
well, is that my advice? It highly depends on the situations because if you was a student, so I guess you just choose silence. Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
It's fine. Number one.
Hmm. Some things that the questions I mentioned is people need advice about. Uh, is about. I guess it's about the problems that they're facing. Is the high is the things people's need advice because if their problems are like that things are easy to facing or like to deal with, then they don't need any advice. They don't need to ask them. Okay.
Okay. One more question. What are some things that people need advice about? What do you think people need advice about? The things you think people need advice about.
I'm saying is the problems, is is the things that they're concerning that they need advice, like are they can't decide what to do in their lives. In that. in their situations. That's where that's when they need advice.
Okay. Number two, is it easy or difficult to ask someone for advice?
Mm, I'll say highly depends, but I'll just say easy. I'll
It's
just say
what?
easy. I'll say easy
Why do you think it's easy?
because because every relationships that we had, or like every relationships you have, I have, or everyone have, at least have one one persons that I make sure so they can ask for advice pretty easily. Like for example, it's your family, like your dad, your mom, the persons that already experienced enough in this life.
So
So
I
it's
think
pretty easy.
sometimes I find it easy to ask anybody for advice. Did you find it easy or difficult to ask your mom, your dad, or your friend advice? Did you find it difficult or did you find it easy?
I'll say easy. Okay, it's highly depends on the situation. Just I'll just say it's easy. Okay.
What situation?
Well, I just mentioned that highly depends on the situations. Like if you like the situations is that you're having a bad grade, like really bad. Like you don't want to tell your parents because your parents will be sad, will be in bad mood because you scored poorly on your test. And you can't ask advice your parents because when you ask for that, your parents will be like worried, be sad about it. So
In the
it's
situ-
difficult to
the
ask.
situation in the situation whereby you are kind of confused and you need to make a decision. Who is the first person? Who is the best person to you will have to advise?
To be honest, I'll say your parents. I'll say your parents.
You
The
will
one
say
who
what?
I'll say parents.
Why?
Because they are the main reason why you have born, and they know better than you because they have experience enough and they are mature, so they can gain some experience from mistakes that they had they had did in their youth. I don't know.
Okay, I support your opinion.
Yeah. So that's my opinion. Come on.
Is it easy or difficult to ask someone for advice? I think it's difficult to ask for advice. Some people might be making just a few, the life actually comes at your situation. So that is the reason why I think it's difficult to ask for advice. And sometimes, if you ask your parent for advice, your parent might decide to blame you for what you did instead of them giving an advice at first. You will be blamed. Oh no! Why would you do that? Blah, 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 blah. That makes you feel that makes you feel bad. Then at the end of the day, they render their advice to you. Number three, do you listen to the advice people give you? Pardon? Do you listen to the advice people gives you?
I'll say definitely because the reason why you ask advice is the situation that you can deal with, or like it's just too too hard to deal with yourself, so you need to ask advice. Reason. So I'll just listen.
I don't go listen to all the advice given to me by all the people. I don't. Some people decide to give you a wrong advice. Okay, some people decide to give you wrong advice that at the end of the day you regret. So I don't like listening to advice from people.
I know, I know. You listen to the advice. I didn't mention that. I know. Like you have to listen, but you can choose one of the advice that you think that best and suitable for you. I'm just saying that okay, you I think you need to listen all the advice you uh the people you that given to you. And then when you listen all of it, you can choose and you can decide what kind of advice that person give to you that are suitable for you. Okay.
Okay. So okay now let's assume now you ask your mom for an advice and you ask your dad for an advice and the both gave you a different advice. Which will you take or what will you do in that situation in this situation?
Mhm. So you want me to
In
read
this
that?
situation, your mom gave you a different advice, your dad gave you another different advice. What are you going to do in this situation?
Well, in that situation, my point of view, in my point of view, I'll say I will listen all of it, and I will decide decide what kind of advice is the best for me. I
Okay.
know it's I know it's pretty difficult to find what advice are better than that, but trust me that if you have choose that advice that's suitable for you, it's really helpful.
But sometimes you might end up listening to the wrong advice. I know about someone that listened to the advice given to him by his friend, and at the end of the day, he ended up in the police station.
Okay.
He was arrested by the police because of the wrong advice given to him by his best friend.
I mean, it's a choice. It's a choice. We can't decide.
Okay, it's a choice. You can decide to listen or not to listen, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, that is pretty awesome. That is pretty awesome. So, do you have a question? Do you have a
Well,
question?
not this time. I'm feel sleepy.
Pardon?
Not.
You tired?
Yeah, very tired right now.
Oh, okay, okay, it's fine. So, it's fine. So, goodbye and see you next week.
All right. Bye
Make
bye. See
sure
you
you
then.
listen to advice from your parent, okay?
Mhm.